Yeah, so you may have seen this level on my channel before. I don't know if you've heard of it. But I wanted to do a video where I like go through all the gaps in the level because like I talk about it, but like nobody. Okay, the glow is messed up here, so I think it's probably best to have hitboxes on. Like if we go to the first click, so this is the first click. So there are J blocks here. So if I go and play it, it's there are J blocks there, so you don't have to do a 0 frame micro click to pass it. Like people always say, like whenever I send this level to people, they're always like, "Oh, do you have to do a micro click there?" I'm like, "No, nah, I can't. I wouldn't. I don't even think I could deal with that." It's a 2 frame on 240, but you know that doesn't even matter because this level is like the opposite of no escapes. Like if you play this, I encourage you to use CBF. I don't see how you can beat this without CBF. So it's like I should add a non-CBF blocker, and then these two clicks are pretty free. I wouldn't. I considered like making them harder, but like I don't know. Like there's no reason to make those harder because like I don't know what else you could do. This is a easy jump. This is a 120 frame perfect. Although I don't even think this is supposed to be. I think it's because of that weird issue with the spikes where it's like layered. So that is a 120 frame perfect. Yeah, that's 120. But it doesn't matter because you'll use CBF on this, right? Hopefully. And then this click's easy too. This is like a weird click because like if you are like you'll die here like a billion times in a row if you're not paying attention. Same for this too. This click is free. I don't know. I think it's good that it's free because it's a black orb timing. And then this is another 120. I never nerfed this one. This is just a 120, but it's always been that hard. Actually, I think I buffed it, so it's fine. Then this click's pretty easy, but it's annoying because you die here because it's one of those like timings where it's barely not a buffer. Like you have to click. It's like wait a little bit. So I don't keep it like I don't make it super hard because it's kind of annoying. I don't like this type of timing. And there's like a weird like fixed hitbox which I didn't even put here. This was always here, dude. I swear I didn't do this, but like it's fine. I mean, like, it doesn't need to change. It doesn't even do anything. Like you can't hit that. But this is an easy click. So this first wave. So okay, you know the gaps in Sakupin circles that are like this tight. I took those and made it like one. Yeah, like one like small arrow smaller. So it's like that, but it's at 2 times speed. So I don't think these are actually that hard. I mean, like, they're hard from 0. The first click is hard from 0. The third release is hard from 0. Like this last one right here. But otherwise, this could be harder. I'm not gonna buff it, but it could be harder. This isn't too bad. And then this straight fly, like the transitions gets kind of odd. But I don't know. Like you'll die at the first click, just because the transition kind of sucks. I don't know what to do about that. That's the best it can get. And then you have to do at the end of the straight fly, you have to like click upwards a little bit, otherwise it will die down here at this spike. Then you have to click to avoid this. That's fine. This actually, I added this whole entire spike. Like it used to be like that, and that was easy, so I added that. And then this click is weird because if you click too light here, this becomes very hard. But there's also not much that can be done about that. So this is the hardest part of the level. This wave right here. I added this to make it like not as weird of a transition, but this click is like a it's like less than a 1 space. Or no, yeah, it's less than a 1 space by 2 arrows, and this has ground spikes. So it's really it's like this tight. So that's fine. That's not the hardest part. These are also, this might look easy, but these are 1 spaces too. If I go like this, these are 1 spaces too, but they're like awkward ones because you gotta click lighter than you think. And then Okay, so in the editor, this looks not hard because of the way that I buffed it. Because I buffed the move triggers down here. So I need to go into... Okay, so now you can see that these are essentially just one spaces. They're almost one spaces. They're very close. So it's that hard. I might nerf it in the future. I don't think I will. I think it's... I pass it often enough, to say the least. That's... I mean, I've been told to nerf it, but like, I don't... If it gets really bad, then I'll nerf it. But I think I can get consistent at that. I mean, seals can do the 5-2-1 ending. And then you have this straight fly, which is tighter than Pinewood, but I don't think that means anything. I think it's easy until you play it, because it gets tighter, and so at the end it's like that tight. Actually, no, it is pretty bad. It doesn't look that bad, but when you play it, it's like impossible to pass because there's a speed change, and you have to do 2 clicks and then 3. It's like not a consistent click pattern. Yeah, that is a pretty tight straight fly. There's no demon that has a straight fly that tight at least. Okay, and then after that you have the break part. So this click's not... I mean, you can die here, but this click's not bad. This is not that bad. You just do 2 clicks fast and it works most of the time. This isn't bad. This Black Orb isn't bad. And this is a buffer. And if you don't... I think if you buffer this, it makes it a bit harder. Ideally, you would want to click like a little bit past here. Like here. But I made it here. Because then you have this thing. Which... So it's, you have to click like... the timing's like that. So you can click too early and pass the first gap and still die to the second gap. So you have to click like all the way over there. Yeah, this ship part is difficult to pass from like anywhere before it. Like you can like from 55 it's fine. From like 17, this first click will actually fuck you up. And these 2 clicks too. Especially this Black Orb because I buffed it. I might unbuff it actually. Maybe later. And then you have this wave, which these spikes are not invisible, they're visible. And they force you to do 7 clicks, because I don't want any WizKid types spamming through here. You will do the click pattern that I say. Okay, no 10 CPS allowed on my watch. Yeah, so you just do 7 clicks. Like, I don't know how consistent this is for other people, but you just do 7 clicks. And then you get to that transition, which isn't that bad. Although there are ground spikes are on for that. So really it's because ground spikes actually make the hitbox tighter. So really it's probably like that tight, but that's not that bad. And then this is pretty easy because this is such an awkward release that I decided to just make it easy because I could not deal with it otherwise. Oh, this click should be... So this click is a frame perfect on... It's 2 frames in 240. The click and the release are 2 frames in 240. That's a 1 space, but it's like 2 spaces tighter. So it's like this. So let me move it up here so you can see better. So it is that tight. The click and the release are that tight. Oh, this one's even tighter actually. This one's like a bit tighter. It's like that. So the release is actually tighter than the click is. Maybe I measured it wrong, but either way, it's still probably the tightest wave click you'll see in a level that's like over 20 seconds long. Because I think that like a top 1 challenge should be like uniquely difficult. Like I shouldn't be able to like open Acheron and see stuff from Acheron in this level. Like you know what I mean? This UFO is easy, but you have to do an early click here, otherwise you die. Dying here is annoying, because you can die here. I died here from 17, but that's not even like supposed to be a hard part. The only hard click in the UFO is this part right here. And then the last cube used to be the hardest part, but now it's not, because it's the wave now. Okay, so this click is a 144 frame perfect. It doesn't align at 120. Actually, I don't know, I couldn't test it. This click does not align on 120 FPS. So I don't know. This is a very tight click. This is a buffer. This is a 120 frame perfect. This is a 120 frame perfect. This is a 120 frame perfect. But these three clicks are actually pretty consistent, like in sequence. Really, the issue is with these clicks over here, because these are not 120s, but these are more likely to kill you than those are. This click is a big problem because it's like weird. Because you have a blue orb here. This click is odd too. I actually moved this over because it was in such an awkward place before that I just decided to move it because I was like, I can't deal with this. Oh, this is a 180 FPS frame perfect. So let me show you what that looks like when you... Yeah, so it's like... Yeah, you can't even... Like, there's no room to mess that up. That's like the final very hard click in the level. Is this right here. Then you have these black orbs, which are not actually that bad. This one's a 144 frame perfect. And then the rest are easy. I don't know why that one's so hard specifically, but it's fine. And you have one spike at the end. I'm not gonna make... People keep saying, oh, make it a triple spike. I'm good. I'm gonna die to it if I do. So yeah. That was actually not that bad if you think about it.